Hola, shit. Hola, bienvenidos from Antigua, Guatemala. I have a few days left here in this beautiful city, and today I want to talk about something a little bit different. Today I want to talk about depression. I've already been around here. You've probably seen 100 videos of this town already, so I'm going to talk a little bit about depression, because I know so many people who are freaking depressed. Travelers, friends, family. I'm depressed. Okay, so I used to suffer from depression. I suffered really badly from depression. It was so debilitating. I know what it's like. I totally understand. And so I want to help you. This might relate more to men, but if you're a woman, this will also help you. The first step to getting out of a depression is to ask yourself this one really simple question. That simple question. One question. Do I like feeling like this? Most people never ask themselves this question. They just, at some point, say, "Oh, I guess I'm depressed. I better just..." No, I don't know what they do. You just don't do anything. You're just depressed. You find it hard to get up in the morning. You don't want to do anything. When your friends call you to go out, you say no. You don't even answer the phone. You don't return texts maybe. That small business that you thought about creating, you don't create it because you're depressed. You don't go to the gym because you're depressed. You get fat. You don't get a raise at work. You don't travel. You don't do anything because you're depressed. But guess what? It's not that you're not doing these things because you're depressed. You're depressed because you're not doing these things. Right? That's the reason you're depressed. I know people that have so much potential. They're so talented. You know, but they start things and they don't finish it. Or they don't start at all. They dabble and they're depressed and they get into ruts and they can't move. And then you fall into a depression. A depression is a pit. When you're in the pit, if you have no momentum, you can't get out of the pit. Okay, so the first step is to ask yourself, do I like feeling this way? Because if you like feeling like shit, then keep doing what you're doing. Do nothing and you will continue to feel terrible. Malo. You will feel more malo every day that you continue to not ask yourself that question. But if you ask yourself that question and you say, no, I don't like this. I do not like it. I want to be better. I want to have a good life. I want to have fun. I want to travel. I want to date someone awesome. I want to see the world. I want to ride on jet skis or write a novel or start a band. You know, I want to paint a picture and have an art show. I want to start an online business. And you're saying, but I can't because I'm depressed. No, you're depressed because you're not doing it. So for myself, I got myself out of this depression and I do a certain number of steps every single day so that I don't feel like that. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys my steps, Tony's happy map. And I've broken it up into quadrants of things I need to do every single day. The first area is social. There's 6 areas. The first area is social. So sometimes it's nice to be alone. I get it. I like to be alone too. That's where I get some of my best thinking done. And I'm my own best friend. I love the conversations I have with myself. But isolating yourself from people is a perfect pathway to mental illness. If you isolate yourself from people, from your family, your friends, even strangers, dating, men or women, you will go insane. If you watch this show Alone, one of my favorite shows, it's called Alone, check it out. There's men and women who are so strong. They're so strong, they're so smart, they can survive in the wilderness, they can kill bears with their bare hands and live off the meat for months. They know how to build houses out of nothing except what they find in the forest. They always fail because they get lonely. They miss their friends, they miss their family, and that's why they quit. More than getting sick, more than not having food, they quit because they're lonely. So every day you need to do something social, whether you like it or not, even if that's going to a cafe and talking to the person next to you. if that's calling your mom, not texting. Texting is not communication. Texting is some kind of intellectual stimulation. I don't know, but it's not social. You need to talk to somebody every day. And this will keep you sane. This will keep you happy. Trust me, that's just one thing. Next, you need to do something creative. All we do is consume, consume, consume. Okay? So creative isn't putting a post on Instagram. It's not tweeting a brain fart. You know, it's not putting some sticks together and taking a picture of it. Doing something creative is making something that you can share with the world, or at least share with a loved one. Sure, you can do it for yourself, but you need to do something where you create rather than just consume. We spend all of our days staring at social media, eating up Netflix movies, reading books if you're if you're different. Okay, take the time to create something. When you create something, you engage faculties that you don't usually use, and it feels good. It's like having sex with your brain. Use it. Use that membrane to make something. Paint a picture. Write a short story. Write a song. And don't just write a riff. Don't just make a stick man. Don't just write a tweet. Make a whole novel. Work at it every day, and you're gonna feel amazing. Creating doesn't have to be art. It could be crafts. You could be creating blankets for people that you love. You could be painting pottery to use as a item when you have dinner. You could be making dinner, creating a dinner. That's creating. Creating a program to teach people how to make money online. That's creating. But create something, and you will feel great. You will feel awesome at the end of the day. Exercise. You have a body, you need to use it. Going to work doesn't count unless you work as a forest ranger. Even then. Some people do yoga, some people run. Maybe you like to lift weights. Even if you work out for 5 minutes, you just stretch. It's better than nothing. If you don't use your body, you will spiral into a pit of despair deeper than the deepest hells found in Hades. And Poseidon will stick his trident right up your anus. You have to do something. I walk kilometers every day. I do push-ups, I do a few sit-ups, and that's good enough for now. I'm traveling. But if you're just a disgusting sloth who sits on their butt all day and you're depressed, ask yourself, do I like feeling this way? And if you do, don't exercise. All right, next, you ever have that nagging feeling in the back of your mind like you really need to clean your house or do your taxes or organize that broken part of your business or call someone and deal with some shit that you haven't dealt with? These are called chores. You need to do your chores. If you don't do your chores, that's going to eat away at you every single day. That little nagging anxiety that there's that thing you really need to do and you're not doing it. Why aren't you doing it? Well, you'll do it tomorrow, right? It's not gonna happen tomorrow. It's only gonna happen right now. You need to do it right now. If it's your taxes, get out the papers and start doing it, because every day you let that chore build up, it's gonna build up in your mind, it's gonna become more and more pressure, you're gonna feel worse and worse and worse, and you're gonna become more depressed. If you like feeling anxiety and depression, just keep ignoring those chores. But trust me, if you do just one chore, even if it's cleaning up your bedroom, you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel like a god, like Thor, hurling his thunderbolt across the sky and cleaning the toilet. The next key to escaping depression is the intellectual aspect. A lot of people, they spend weeks, months, years working out their bodies in order to run from the Grim Reaper or get in shape, help their self-esteem, but they spend no time on their mind. They'll watch movies on Amazon Prime for 12 hours at a time, but they won't pick up a book and read one page. Learn new shit. Study language. Learn how to code a computer. Study some philosophy, read some Friedrich Nietzsche or Ayn Rand or whoever it is that stimulates you. Learn something new and you will feel alive. You will feel like aliens have implanted happiness into your mind. Some days that's all I do is read and learn, even if it's fiction, even if it's Leo Tolstoy. Read a book, study an online course, learn a language, learn about nutrition, learn something and you will feel amazing. Do it every day. Because if you learn something today, tomorrow you will be better. You will be stronger. Yes. And finally, one of my personal favorite aspects of the Tony Happy Map is the spiritual side. That means getting out into nature and smelling that good ass prana, baby. Can I get a hello, Ralph Smart? Yeah, so do you meditate? Do you have a religion that you pray to? Do you contemplate the nature of the universe in silence? Or do you ever just sit and not think at all? What do you do? Do you get yourself into nature and surround yourselves with animals and trees and plants and get out of the insanity of human culture for just a little while a day? Can you? Can you do that? And that's it. Provided you don't have any active traumas in your life at the moment, you're not being hurt by anybody or anything. If you follow those 6 rules and you do those every day, you're gonna feel amazing. It'll be impossible to be depressed. How can you be sad if you're in nature, doing your work, on your purpose, getting exercise, being around people you love, getting your chores done, creating a business, doing your work, making your money, doing all of those things, creating art, music, a new body, a new mind, learning, exploring. How could you possibly find time for sadness and existential angst? The hard part's actually doing it, isn't it? The good news is you don't have to do all of these things every day because a lot of them overlap. You can hike and get exercise and be in nature with a friend, even on the phone. When you create your work, say you're a content creator like myself, I create a video, I'm also trying to make some money. 2 birds with 1 stone. Not that I want to kill any birds with any stones. Poor little birdies. Okay, so I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're feeling feliz, muy feliz. Until next time, hasta la vista, baby. Like and subscribe. Get me to 1,000 followers. Please, por favor. Until next time.